Former U.S. President Donald Trump told supporters over the weekend that he expected to be arrested today. He also called on them to protest. So far, there's been no indictment and no arrest, but there's been some protesting.
All night just to see what was going on here, and I'm hoping that this all goes away so that we can go ahead and get back to saving our country.
It seems like there's a witch hunt that's been going on in this country for a while in terms of him trying to be constantly being investigated, constantly being exonerated as well.
Okay, outside New York's Trump Tower this afternoon, a group of Trump supporters and opponents made their voices heard. Police put up barricades around the entrance just in case. To help us get our bearings on where the investigation into Trump is, we go live now to reporter Jay Gray, who's in New York. NBC reporter Jay Gray. Trump's prediction didn't come true, Jay, so where do we stand on a potential indictment?
No. Yeah, it's a great question, Dwight, and it really depends on who you ask. You talked about barricades around Trump Tower, barricades around the DA's office just behind me here, and the courthouse, which is next door. So here's where we stand at this point. We have seen protesters from both sides, but understand it's just a smattering. And as you talked about, the former president, initially posted on social media that he would be arrested today. That didn't come to fruition. He called on his supporters to protest. We have not seen that in bulk, which was a very big concern. It has not done anything to diminish the security presence out here, though. Extra officers, both local, state, and federal agents. We've got barricades, as we've talked about, and security cameras that have been moved in. So there is a concern moving forward at this point. We heard some back and forth today between some of the protesters, but again, nothing that reached a level that would be considered extreme or even concerning at this point. Just not enough people to have that happen. This is all, of course, centered on the case that surrounds $130,000 allegedly paid to adult film actress Stormy Daniels as he called it hush money. Michael Cohen, a former lawyer and fixer for the president, said that it was hush money after an affair in 2006. And then the Trump campaign using campaign funds to repay lawyer Cohen. So that's at the center of what is a soap opera and a bit of history, because understand no U.S. President, sitting or ex-president, has ever been indicted on a crime.
Yeah, this would be precedent setting. So the next scheduled grand jury date is tomorrow. Are we likely to get a decision then, though, Jay?
You know, there are three options tomorrow. We could get a decision on the indictment. We could hear that there will be no indictment, though few think that will be the case. Or we could, as Monday, hear nothing. It's a very secretive process, but most do believe that if there's going to be an indictment, it will come tomorrow. The grand jury meets here in New York on Mondays and Wednesdays. Yesterday, they heard what's believed to be the final witness in this case, a lawyer for President Trump, disputing some of what Michael Cohen has said in this case. And then they come back tomorrow morning, and you would think that they would take a vote and then move forward with this or end the process.
Appreciate you hanging out late for us, Jay. NBC's Jay Gray live in New York. Thank you, sir.